The much-anticipated trilogy match between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev could be set for October, right at the start of the Riyadh season. With the WBC's recent move, David Benavidez has now been upgraded to the full WBC light heavyweight champion. This has only added fuel to the fire surrounding the upcoming light heavyweight scene, but is this what fans were truly hoping for? The reality is, many U.S. fans are less than thrilled about the Bivol versus Beterbiev 3 matchup. Both fighters are highly skilled, but their previous encounters were characterized by tactical, chess-like boxing, which frankly didn't capture the imagination of casual fans. The long, drawn-out bouts, which often resemble amateur-style fencing, failed to excite the average viewer. What fans were really craving was a high-stakes showdown between Bivol and Benavidez to decide the undisputed 175 lb champion. But Bivol's recent move suggests he might not be so eager to take on Benavidez, perhaps for fear of losing. Instead, he might face Beterbiev once again in a bout that feels somewhat repetitive and, frankly, uninspiring to many. There's speculation that the reason the event organizers are pushing for a third Bivol-Beterbiev fight so quickly is due to the possibility that Bivol might not be able to handle the pressure of a fight with Benavidez. If he loses to Benavidez, it would derail the much-anticipated trilogy with Beterbiev, which could mess up their plans for a big payday. This raises the question, is Bivol scared of losing? If a champion is too afraid to face the next challenger, for fear of defeat, then what value does that championship hold? A true champion should be willing to face anyone, no matter the risk, and not worry about keeping the belt at any cost. When a fighter avoids their most dangerous challenge, it reeks of fear, and that fear may diminish the luster of their titles. In a bold move, Bivol recently vacated his WBC light heavyweight title after the sanctioning body mandated that he face his mandatory challenger, Benavidez. By doing so, Bivol has effectively set the stage for the third encounter with Beterbiev. But many fans feel that this might be a strategy to avoid facing the toughest opponent in the division. This leaves fans puzzled as to why Bivol didn't just take on Benavidez first. Some argue that this avoided confrontation only serves to make the Bivol-Beterbiev 3 fight feel less relevant, almost like a filler fight for the true clash of titans in the division. When the Bivol-Beterbiev trilogy does happen, it will most likely be streamed on DAZN PPV, just like the previous 2 bouts. However, for this event to truly capture the attention of the U.S. audience, it's clear that the undercard will need to be stacked with exciting, competitive fights. Without these extra attractions, the trilogy might not have the buzz needed to make it a must-watch event. As the Bivol-Beterbiev 3 fight continues to be pushed by organizers, there's a growing sense that fans are being shortchanged. It's becoming clear that many boxing enthusiasts feel that the real excitement lies in a potential showdown between Bivol and Benavidez, not a third round of their familiar rivals. The fact that Bivol vacated his WBC title rather than defending it against the dangerous Benavidez shows that he may be prioritizing avoiding risk over delivering the ultimate fight fans want to see. By evading the toughest challenge in the division, Bivol risks losing his reputation as a fighter willing to face anyone. Moreover, with Bivol's decision to vacate his title, the narrative of his boxing career has taken a hit. What was once considered a historic run to undisputed status now feels somewhat manufactured. Fans of the sport are all too aware that when a fighter vacates a title to avoid a matchup, it undermines the legitimacy of their reign. A championship is supposed to be a testament to a fighter's skill and determination, not a shield to protect a fighter from the toughest challenges. By avoiding Benavidez, Bivol has left the door open for his critics to question his motivations. As for Beterbiev, his position in this trilogy also raises some interesting points. While he's been dominant in the ring, there's a sense that his previous victories over Bivol didn't generate the level of hype and excitement many had hoped for. The absence of an interesting undercard and a lack of substantial new challenges have made this trilogy feel like a retread rather than a compelling, forward-moving saga in the division. To make the third fight feel relevant, Beterbiev will need to deliver something spectacular beyond what he's already done to justify the buzz surrounding the trilogy.